Kaylin Pryor, her fastest long course time, 7:24.9. It's going to be really close as to whether she's underneath that. Pryor comes in 7:24.2, so it will be faster than a PB. In fact, it's actually 7:23.7, so all three set PBs in the first heat. This is heat 2. Full heat of 8 swimmers in heat number 2, with Seren Stapley of March going in 1, Arabella Sisterman of Wisbeach in 2, Maisie Bishop for Wisbeach in 3, Nia Scott for March in 4, Kettering have Keely Norton in 5, Holly Smith of Wisbeach in 6, Millie Davies for Corby in 7, and Cora Fowl for Corby in lane 8. Keely Norton leads the way through the first half of this 400 freestyle. The 15-year-old swimming her first licensed 400 freestyle. Beside her, Nia Scott. Keeping on her shoulder. This heat's certainly not guaranteed to go Norton's way just yet. Still 200 meters to go after this turn. races of this second heat of female 400 meters freestyle. And Keely Norton will take this no problem at all. The 15-year-old never competed in a 400 license before, but she'll set a new lifetime best on rankings at 5:34.36. Nia Scott takes second, and that's in 5:42.42. This is heat 3. Bibi Kettering goes in lane 1 with Cody Lowe for Corby in 2. Riley Webber of Corby is in 3. 4 is Saxon Swan for Corby. Rushton have Milana Mazurova in 5. Esme Brown in 6. Kettering have Emma Affleck in lane 7. And Julia Radek of Rushton is in lane 8. Great swim for Milana Mazurova of Rushden. Entered on a 5:29.89. She is 20 meters ahead of the rest of this field on her third heat of 400 free. It's going to be miles inside 5:29. Rushden's Milana Mazurova will take heat 3 by storm, and she'll take it in a new time of 5:15.46. Saxon Swan will be on her entry time, 5:29 she entered on. She goes 5:30.55 to finish second as the rest of the swimmers come through to round off heat 3. This is heat 4. Abigail Tomlinson of Corby goes in lane 1 with Nika Bahrova of Corby in 2, Ivy Brown for Melton Mowbray in 3, Isabel Burton for Wisbeach in 4, Kitty Payne for March in 5, and then Corby have Isabel Pavlovsky, Georgia Parker and Edith Cabri in 6, 7 and 8 on heat 4. Halfway through this 4 feet of the female 400 freestyle, and Isabel Pavlovsky in lane 6 taking the lead through the early stages. Not out in the woods yet, but looking really strong through the first 200. Isabella Burton had a fantastic turn on the last turn at this end. Closed the gap a little bit between her and Pavlovsky. Pavlovsky, 13 years old at the end of this year. Needs to go under 5:12 if she wants to qualify for regionals on the 400 freestyle. And I think she's going to do it, you know. Pavlovsky will be our first regional qualifier of the meet. She goes 5:07.17 to make the regional time. Isabella Burton 5:12.08 to finish second. Ivy Brown only fractions behind, 5:12.08 to 5:12.12. 4 100ths between second and third. One more then, this is heat 5. Faye Ayton-Jones goes in lane 2 with Melande Badenhorst in 3. Lily Tappan is in lane 4. Ella May Pryor in 5. Eva Gallagher goes in 6. Ava Sinclair's in 7. And Skylar Glendenning is in lane 8. All 7 swimmers that you see here belonging to Home Club Corby. Tappan in a league of her own on this swim. Enters on a 4:39.6. Tappan is on for a lifetime best here. 4:39.6 is her all-time fastest 400 freestyle. She'll already have made the regional cut, but this could pop her further up the qualifying rankings. Into the last 15. She might be just outside her 4:39 best, actually. But still a great swim from Tappan. To start off her meet, she goes a finish time of 4:43.9. Ella Pryor will finish in second and go underneath the 5-minute mark as well in doing so. 4:56.16 for Pryor. Aiton Jones goes 4:57.9. Up next, the open male 200 meters IM. This is heat 1. Isaac Holt of Wisbech goes in lane 3. Spencer Cross for Melton Mowbray's in 4. And Maximilian Balcevics for Wisbech is in lane 5. These all the youngest possible age group, swimming in the 10 years age category. Isaac Holt down in lane 3, swimming at a licensed competition for the first time in his career. Spencer Cross and Melton Mowbray in the centre. Bolsheviks in lane 5 leads at the moment. What a little race is going on in lanes 4 and 5. Spencer Cross and Maximilian Bolsheviks giving it everything they have down the final 50 meters freestyle. It looked like Cross might close the gap for a moment, but I think that Bolsheviks will be able to run away with this first heat. Had entered on a 4:11.22, so that's miles out. It's going to be more than 30 seconds inside that. Bolsheviks takes heat 1 in 3:34.9. Cross had entered on a 4:10. He's just gone a 3:39, so both of them have shaved more than 30 seconds off their entry time. This youngster, fair play to him, Isaac Holt of Wisbech in lane 3, not only swimming at a long course competition for the first time, swimming at any competition for the first time. Let's cheer him the whole way through these final 5 meters, which are tough. Look at him go. Let's get him the whole way home. Isaac Holt clocks a time to be confirmed, but well done to him for getting through it. This is heat 2. Marcus Valente of Wisbech is in 1. Jensen Stevens for Wisbech in 2. Dylan Haylock for March in 3. Noah Redwood Moore for Melton in 4. Oscar Cutmore for Corby in 5. Harley Muller for Wisbech in 6. And Henry Raitt for Corby is in lane 7. I have the results of the female 400 freestyle in the 10-11 years age group. Gold medalist representing Wisbech, Arabella Tisterman in the 12 years age group. Bronze medalist representing Wisbech, Maisie Bishop. Silver medalist representing Corby, Riley Webber. And gold medalist representing Corby, Abigail Tomlinson. (13 years), bronze medalist representing Corby, Skylar Glendenning. Silver medalist representing Melton Mowbray, Ivy Brown, and gold medalist representing Corby, Isabel Pavlovsky. 14 years, bronze medalist representing Corby, Edith Cadbury, silver medalist representing Corby, Georgia Parker, and gold medalist representing Corby, Melande Badenhorst. 15 years, bronze medalist representing Kettering, Keely Norton, silver medalist representing Corby, Nika Baharova, and gold medalist representing Corby, Ava Sinclair. And 16 years and over age group, all representing Corby, bronze medalist Faye Ayton-Jones, silver medalist Ella May Pryor, and gold medalist Lily Tappan. Harley Muller and Oscar Cutmore having a tete-a-tete as they come into the final 15 meters, and Cutmore might be able to swim past Muller in these final few. Muller needs to find something else if he wants to hold Cutmore off, and I'm not sure he has anything else as they come in together. Wow, this is close. It will be Oscar Cutmore first, 3:11.64 to Muller's 3:11.95. This is heat 3. William Roberts for Peterborough goes in 1. 2 is Jamie Mason for Corby. Oscar Pavlovsky of Corby in 3. 4 is Oliver T from Elton Mowbray. Freddie Jordan of Corby in 5. Zachariah Damani of Wisbeach in 6. Oliver Proscho of Kettering in 7. And Adam Chichera of Wisbeach in lane 8. Last 50 and Oliver, last 50 and lane 6 is in the lead here. That is Zachariah Damani, the 15-year-old from Wisbech, had entered on a 3:15. He's going to be well inside that as he comes into his last 15 meters. Lane 3, Oscar Pawlowski going well in second at the moment, and Jamie Wilson on his heels. But it will be the young man from Wisbech. Dahani's time to be confirmed. Pawlowski second in 3:05.36. Those placings on the board will be a little bit out until we get all of the swimmers in. This is heat 4. Casper Sidlock of Corby goes in lane 1 with Gregory Cross and Melton Mowbray in 2. Oscar Muller for Wisbech in 3. Jacob for March in 4. Dorian Marafko for Corby in 5. Theo van der Ross of Melton is in 6. Percy Green of Corby in 7. Finley Stevenson for Corby is in lane 8. Jacob with a commanding lead in this one, enters on a 2:50.20, the young man from March, and he's 10 meters ahead of second place Oscar Muller in lane 3. No doubt at all that he will take heat 4 comfortably. And they'll do it well inside his 2:50 entry time. Jacob takes the wall in 2:41.98, with Oscar Muller just behind in second. He'll go 2:50.29 to finish second. And then Casper Sidlock will finish in third place over on the far side. This is heat 5. Hickman of Kettering goes in 1. Jacob Sidlock for Corby's in 2. Joshua Dix of Rushton in lane 3. 4 is Daniel Mastata for Corby. 5, Finley Emery of Rushton. In 6, it's Lewis Reynolds for Valley. 7 is Austin Hunt for Melton Mowbray. And 8 is Wojciech Willach of Corby. Regional qualifying time for a 14-year-old on this event is 2:34.2. Daniel Mastata's long course personal best 2:34.6. Now he will get into regionals based on his short course conversion. That comes out at a 2:33, but he'll be looking to go under the time long course if he can on short, and he should manage it too. He turns there in 1:59.8, so the only man inside 2 minutes to 150 meters. And now he's looking for a sub 2:34 if he can. Jacob Sidlock over in lane 2, going well also, and also in the 14 years. So if he can go underneath 2:34.2, he could slip into regionals as well. It'll be tight for both of them as they hit the flags at the 2:30 mark. Mastata goes 2:34.9, just outside his all-time fastest. Sidlock 2:36.3 to finish second. And Finley Emery rounds off the top 3 in the 2 IM. This is heat 6. Finley Dare, Arian Naff, Tyler Hollyman and Ethan Soppet-Moss, all of Corby go in 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then Kettering have Mark Kamatov in 5 and Curtis Minnie in 6. Finn Underwood of Rushton is in 7 and Ollie Dovey for Corby is in lane 8. Ethan Soppet-Moss, one of the fastest butterfly swimmers in his age group in history. English record holder on the 50 fly as a 15-year-old. And I'm sure before the end of this season will have broken many more records. Racing this 2 IM and leading, no surprise to see that at all. Having to push though through this final 50 to hold off Hollyman down in lane 3, who is trying to come for him. Moss's entry time 2:14.55, Hollyman's 2:21.50. Both of them should be inside those entry times comfortably, actually. Sub and Moss will go 2:19.00 to take first. Hollyman goes 2:20.61 to fall inside his entry. And then Naff will finish third to round off the top three and make it an all Corby top three. This is the female 100 meters backstroke, heat 1. Just three swimmers in the first heat of the female 100 meters backstroke. Lily Raitt of Corby is in 3. Sophia Darmani of Wisbech in 4. And Catalina Sava for Corby in 5. Sava turned just ahead of Damani on the turn at the top end, but now Damani swimming slightly stronger through the second of the 250s. All three of these swimmers in the 10 years age group. Damani enters on a 2:09.40. Going to be sub 2 minutes for Sophia Damani. Her first time racing at a licensed competition. Goes a little bit faster, I think, than 1:55.09. We'll see if that time changes in a moment. Lane 5 will take second spot. Catalina Sava of Corby. Again, time to be confirmed. If you see those dashes, then make sure you wait until the board refreshes before you mark down any kind of times. And the same thing on rates. So there are the times, 1:54.60 for Damani, 2:06.71 for Sava, and 2:15.50 for Raitt. This is heat 2. Catherine Redmond of Corby goes in 2. Sophia Jimson of Wisbech in 3, with teammate Sophia Wright in 4, Isabella Garrett, Phil Rushton in 5, Charlotte Norman of Wisbech in 6, and Abigail Diedrich of Wisbech is in lane 7. I have the results of the Open Male 200 IM in 10-11 years age group. Bronze medalist representing Wisbech, Maximilian Bolsheviks. Silver medalist representing Wisbech, Adam Chichura. And gold medalist representing Corby, Oscar Pavlovsky. 12 years age group. Bronze medalist representing Corby, Percy Green. Silver medalist representing Corby, Kasper Sidluk. Gold medalist representing Wisbech, Oscar Muller, 13 years. Bronze medalist representing Wisbech, Jensen Stevens. Silver medalist representing Wisbech, Harley Muller, and gold medalist representing March, Jacob 14 years. Bronze medalist representing Corby, Finley Stevenson. Silver medalist representing Corby, Jacob Sidluk. Gold medalist representing Corby, Daniel Mastata. And with 5 left to swim, it will be in the race Garrett, who takes first place in 140.43. With Sophia Wright taking second. Sophia. This is 2. This is heat 3. Remaining results in the Open Male 200 IM in the 15 years age group. Gold medalist Ollie Dovey for Corby, silver medalist Wojciech Walek for Corby, and gold medalist, other way around, bronze medalist representing Melton Mowbray, Austin Hunt, silver medalist Wojciech Walek for Corby, and gold medalist Ollie Dovey for Corby, and in 16 years, bronze medalist Corby, Arian Nath, silver medalist Corby, Tyler Hollyman, and gold medalist Corby, Ethan Sopimos. Jackson in lane 7 will take the third heat by a body length as she hits the wall in a time to be confirmed. Lane 4 comes in second. That's Clements in 1:35.8. This is heat 4. Full feet, the female 100 backstroke. Isabella Harding for Wellingborough in 1. Evie Lewis-Cox for Valley in 2. Layla Seaman for Wellingborough in 3. Evelyn Angel Wakeham of Wisbech in 4. Ruby Mae Cranfield for March in 5. Lacey Broadway for Kettering is in 6. Jocelyn Jordan for Corby in 7. And Hannah Corman for Wisbech is in lane 8. Seaman way out in front here. The 14-year-old from Wellingborough, 140 point on paper, has only got 15 left to swim as she hits 115 at that point. So we'll be looking at around a 135 for her, maybe even faster. But in a league of her own amongst this field, she might go underneath 130 or yeah, it is under 130, 129.78 for Layla Seaman. Second spot goes to Cranfield, we think, but we do need to wait for Jordan's time to get added into that mix. So it was Jordan second in the end, 136.52 to Cranfield's 136.57. This is heat 5. Olivia Zavorska of Corby goes in 1. Maisie Lawrence for Wellingborough in 2. Emma Chamberlain for Wellingborough in 3. Vanessa Majere of Corby in 4. Eleni Williams for Corby in 5. Meredith Hunter Melton Mowbray in 6. And Bella Gibson for Corby's in 7. Emmy Denigan for Melton Mowbray is in lane 8. Again, Wellingborough lead on the first turn. Emma Chamberlain turning there in 43.84. Twelve-year-old enters on the 136 and again is on track to be well inside that here. I think it's just outside the 130 marker. Ignore that 132 time for Emma Chamberlain. There's the time for you. 130.74 for Chamberlain to take first place. Hunt second in 131.8. And then Gibson in third. This is heat 6. Abigail Tomlinson of Corby's in 1, with Millie Davies of Corby in 2, Eden Davies of March in 3, Maria Evans of Wisbech in 4, Millie Povey for Corby in 5, Olive Copper for Corby in 6, Sarah Maria Kaya for Corby in 7, and Evie Bourne for Melton Mowbray in lane 8. Evans will take the 6th heat of the 100 backstroke, 129.62. Eden Davies 130.36 to finish second, with Povey also slipping inside the top 3. This is heat 7. Seren Stapley for March is in 1. Lane 3 is Harriet Fevia of March. Kettering have Alice Robotham in 4, Madeline Watson 5, Ella Fairburn in 6, and Frankie Lamont in 7. Maya Glassford of Melton Mowbray is in lane 8. Well, I commented on Harriet Fevia's excellent start, and she's been able to finish that off with an excellent finish as well. 126.24 for Fevia. Brilliant swim from the 12-year-old in lane 2. Alice Robotham finished in 2nd, with Madeline Watts taking 3rd. But Fevia 3 seconds clear to take heat 7. This is heat 8. Maisie Bishop of Wisbech is in 1, Katie Pickford for Kettering in 2, Edith Cabri of Corby in 3, Agata Liskovic of Wisbech in 4, Emma Affleck for Kettering in 5, Mia Jones for March is in 6, Arabella Tiesterman for Wisbech in 7, and Megan James for Wellingborough is in lane 8. Katie Pickford going strong over in lane 2. The 17-year-old from Kettering has gone under 130 before. She'll be close to going under 120. Will be just the other side of it. 121.30 for Katie Pickford as Emma Affleck takes seconds to finish 122.9. This is heat 9. Hannah Beebe of Kettering's in 1, with Evie Folkes of Wellingborough in 2. 4 is Amy Anderson of Corby. In 5, it's Iga Salmon for Corby. 6 is Jasmine Dodds for Wellingborough. 7, Amber Muir for Rushton. 8 is Bulgara Elek for Melton Mowbray. This race very, very difficult to call. Salomon in 5 might be just fractions ahead of Anderson in 4 and Dodds in 6, and cements that lead in the final few meters to go 124.1 to win heat 9. Anderson will take second in 125.5. This is heat 10. Catherine Bailey of Corby is in 1, with Jessica Barrett for Kettering in 2. Emily Tanner of Corby in 3, as Jasmine Reynolds of Nunn Valley goes in 4. Yasmin Waite for March in 5. Ruby Garrett of Nunn Valley in 6. Lily Wright for Wisbech in 7, and Eleanor Green for Kettering is in lane 8. Lily Wright and Jasmine Reynolds in lanes 4 and 7, the two leaders. It might be just Reynolds that sneaks the win. She does in 120.75. Lily Wright goes 121.65 to finish less than a second behind her and take second place. Heat 11. Ella Norman of Wisbech is in 1, with Skylar Glendenning of Corby in 2, Nika Barova of Corby in 3, Martha Booker for Wellingborough goes in 4, Kennedy McHugh for Corby in 5, Marcy Blackford for Corby in 6, Hallie McClendon of Kettering in 7, and Kitty Payne for March goes in lane 8. This is where potentially we could see someone slip into regional qualification in the East Midlands. Remember, there are, of course, clubs here from the East region. If I'm talking about regionals, I am talking about it in the East Midlands. Martha Booker in the centre is 13 years old. She needs to go 1:16.90 to make the consideration time. Kennedy McHugh next to her is 14. So she would need a 1:13.90 to make the cut. Last 5 for Martha Booker, who will take Heat 11 in 1:19.77. Kennedy McHugh goes 1:20.4 and Baharova 1:20.6. This is Heat 12. Feet of the 100 backstroke, and Imogen Dodds of Wellingborough in 1, with Martha Blake of Corby in 2, Kaya Dawson of Corby in 3, Poppy Blowfield of Corby in 4, Lily Cavall for Wellingborough in 5, Eva Gallagher for Corby in 6, Beth Reben of Corby in 7, and Isabel Pavlovsky of Corby in lane 8. Beth Reben in lane 7 looks set to take the 12th heat by a body length or more. She goes 1:15.18 to drop 2 seconds under her entry time. Great swim from the Corby athlete in lane 7. Kaya Dawson will take second with Poppy Blowfield in third. This is heat 13. Kimberly Hazer-Kettering goes in lane 1. 2 is Ella Newton for Corby with Bo Cunningham of Corby in 3. 4 is Faye Ayton-Jones of Corby. In 5 it's Evie Coburn for Melton Mowbray. In 7 it's Maddie Taylor for Corby, and 8 is Chloe Powell of Rushton. Fastest heat, the female 100 backstroke. Faye Ayton-Jones and Evie Coburn, the 2 favourites in the centre. But Bo Cunningham giving both of them a run for their money, and Cunningham might take this. She does in 1:13.31, just ahead of Ayton-Jones, 1:13.44, with Newton going 1:13.99. 3 of them within 1:13. Next up, it's the open male 100 meters breaststroke. We start with heat 1. I love it. Of Wellingborough goes in lane 2. Elliot Toon for Melton Mowbray is in 3. Noah Redwood Moore for Melton Mowbray in 4. Spencer Cross for Melton Mowbray in 5. 6 is Maximilian Bolsheviks of Wisbech, and Benjamin Chamberlain for Wellingborough goes in lane 7. Great swim for lane 4 here. Redwood Moore is 10 metres ahead on a 100-metre swim. The 12-year-old has entered on a 2:09.00. He's going to be miles inside that as he takes the finish and the heat in 1:49.39. Ty Lovett looks like he'll take a respectable second place over in lane 2. Ty dips under 2 minutes, going 1:58.96. And then Spencer Cross finishing in third. This is heat 2. Lane 7 will take heat 2, it would seem, or maybe lane 2. They'll come in together. It is lane 7, it seems. Stevens goes 1:51.2. Sykes' time might change in a moment, though. Evan Fowle was in third, 1:54.33 for him. This is heat 3. Harley Muller of Wisbech is in lane 1, with Adam Chichura of Wisbech in 2. Jensen Stevens of Wisbech in 3. Theo van der Ross for Melton goes in 4. Zachariah Damani of Wisbech in 5. Indy Smith for Corby in 6. Alistair Cross for Melton Mowbrays in 7. And Frankie Shipton for Wellingborough is in lane 8. Damani will take this from lane 5, 1:39.5 free for the young man. Second will go to Theo van der Ross in 1:47.70, with Muller and Chichura very close for third. Swimmers, coaches, team managers, especially swimmers in the warm-up, warm-down pool and the marshalling area. Please ensure you are quiet for the start. Please make sure you are quiet for the start. Thank you. This is Heat 4. Alexander Stevenson for Nem Valley goes in 1, with Mihal Kuchanovic of Corby in 2, Richard Anderson for Wellingborough in 3, and Linus Jamarks for Wellingborough in 4. Lane 5 is Jack Moore for Corby. In 6 it's Dylan Haylock for March, and then Rupert Young of Rushton is in lane 8. Great first few metres for Richard Anderson in lane 3, who leads to the 75-metre mark. Alexander Stevenson of Nem Valley in lane 1 going with. And Anderson just touched the wall there. A little bit faster, I think, than 1:38.21, because we did see the lines come up first. Stevenson second in 1:40.55. And there it is, 1:38.21 is Anderson's official time. Stevenson second with 1:42.05. Jamarks in third. This is Heat 5. Kevin Sorokin of Wisbech is in 1. Timmy Nedelku of Wellingborough in 2. Freddie Jordan for Corby in 3. Percy Green of Corby in 4. Finley Stevenson of Corby in 5. Oscar Muller for Wisbech in 6. Casper Sidlick of Corby in 7. And Noah Patterson of Corby in lane 8. Timmy Nedelku going well over in lane 2. Though it does seem to be this side of the pool just in front, with Muller in 6 and Sidlak in 7, taking the flags ahead of Nedelku in 2. It will be lane 6 Muller that takes the heat in 1:31.69. Sidlak second, Nedelku in third. This is heat 6. Thomas Gilbert might win heat 6. What do you think? He's 10 metres ahead of the field as he hits the wall. The 15-year-old from Kettering had entered on a 1:30. He's just got a 1:19.9 to take heat 6. Langston will be second and his time will be confirmed. There you go, 1:30.01 for Langston. This is heat 7. And on this one, Jacob Sidluck way out in front of the rest. 14-year-old Sidluck enters on a 125.45. He needs to go a 122 or under here if he wants to qualify for regionals, which he is set to do. Underneath 122 for Jacob Sidluck. Oh, we'll have to wait until it comes up, but it did look very much to me like it was underneath 122. The starter seconds. There's the time for Sidluck. 119.80 will do very nicely for him. Heat 8 is the fastest heat. Fastest heat of the open male 100 meters breaststroke, and Mark Kemetov is going to win. No doubt about that whatsoever. The 17-year-old entered on a 113.40, 3 seconds faster than Bembe's second fastest heat. So it will be Kemetov that takes the heat. He goes 112.11. Bealby finishes second, 116.82. And Cholan in third, 117.68 for Cholan. This is our next event, a female 200 meters breaststroke. We start with heat 1. First heat, the female 200 breaststroke, Bethany Burgess-Lee of Wisbeach in 2, Sophia Jimson of Wisbeach in 3, Rosie Clements of Wisbeach in 4, Tilly May Lewis of Wisbeach in 5, Jessica Blencorn for Wellingborough in 6, and Abigail Diedrich of Wisbeach is in lane 7. I have the results of the female 100 meters backstroke in the 10-11 years age group. Bronze medalist representing March, Harriet Fevier. Silver medalist representing Rushton, Amber Muir. And gold medalist representing Wisbeach, Arabella Tiesterman. 12 years, bronze medalist representing Wisbeach, Maisie Bishop. Silver medalist representing Wellingborough, Megan James. Gold medalist representing Wisbeach, Lily Wright. 13 years, bronze medalist representing Wellingborough, Martha Booker. Silver medalist representing Corby, Isabel Pavlowski. And gold medalist representing Corby, Martha Blake. 14 years, bronze medalist representing Wellingborough, Lily Cavall. Silver medalist representing Corby, Beth Reben. And gold medalist representing Kettering, Kimberly Hayes. 15 years, bronze medalist representing Corby, Poppy Blowfield. Silver medalist representing Corby, Kaya Dawson. Gold medalist representing Corby, Maddie Taylor. And in the 16 years and over age group, bronze medalist representing Corby, Ella Newton. Silver medalist representing Corby, Faye Ayton-Jones. And gold medalist representing Corby, Bo Cunningham. Bethany Burgess-Lee, 11 years old from Wisbech, in this Wisbech dominated heat. All four swimmers that you see in the lead here from the East Regions team. We've got 5 left to go until Burgess-Lee takes this first heat, and she'll do it in a time of 4:23.58. That is over a minute faster than her entry time, so well done to her. Tilly Mae Lewis will take second in 4:27.6, with Sophia Jensen in third. This is heat 2. Tilly Burton for Wisbech goes in lane 1. Emily Blankhorn for Wellingborough is in 2. Emma Chamberlain of Wellingborough is in 3. 4 is Olivia Zavorska. In 5, Victoria Watts. Evelyn Angel Wakeham goes in 6. Sophia Wright's in 7. And Lipa Brukenskaite goes in lane 8. I have the results of the open male 100 metres breaststroke. Gold medalist representing March, Dylan Haylock. Silver representing Rushton, Rupert Young. And bronze representing Corby, Hallie Stevens. 12 years age group, bronze medalist representing Corby, Percy Green. Silver medalist representing Corby, Casper Sidlock. And gold medalist representing Wisbech, Oscar Muller. 13 years, bronze medalist representing Wellingborough, Richard Anderson. Silver medalist representing Wellingborough, Tibby Nettleku. Gold medalist representing Kettering, Harry Langston. 14 years, joint silver medalists representing Kettering, Ryan Doyle, and representing Corby, Daniel Mustata, and gold medalist representing Corby, Jacob Sidlock. 15 years, bronze medalist representing Melton Mowbray, Austin Hunt. Silver medalist representing Kettering, Thomas Gilbert, and gold medalist representing Corby, Lorenzo Cholan. And 16 years, bronze medalist representing Wellingborough, Benjamin Bays. Silver medalist representing Kettering, Dylan Bealby. Gold medalist representing Kettering, Mark Kamatov. This is going to be a big lifetime best for Victoria Watts in lane 5. Previously, her PB was 4:25.2. She's going to be underneath 4 minutes for the first time. 3:48.79 for Victoria Watts. Really, really well swum. Zaborska will go 4:02.44 to take seconds, and Chamberlain will round off the top 3 in 4:07.37. This is heat 3. Holly Glassford of Melton Mowbray goes in lane 1. Jessica Kemp for Wellingborough is in 4, with Addison Hicks of Corby in 5. Olivia Mitchell of Melton Mowbray in 6. 7 is Agata Lushkiewicz of Westbeach. And in 8, it's Lacey Broadway for Kettering. Addison Hicks way out in front of this field and swimming really nicely. Only 11 years old. Would need to go 3:20.9 to make the regional consideration, which probably isn't in her grasp this year. But because the bottom age bracket of regionals is combined, she's got another year to make that time. Addison Hicks will take heat 3 in 3:31.78. Setting a new 200 breast PB by 4 seconds. Olivia Mitchell takes second place, and that time will pop up on the board very shortly. Same situation with Lushkovic. This is heat 4. Enya Dinkle for Melton Mowbray goes in 1, with Madeline Watson-Welling of Kettering in 2, Olivia Hajo for Corby in 3, Cody Lowe for Corby in 4, Ella Fairburn for Kettering is in 5, 6 is Emma Affleck for Kettering, 7 is Eleni Williams for Corby, and Cora Tho of Corby in lane 8. To turn together with 50 left to go in the 4 feet in the female 200 breaststroke. Elodie Williams and Cody Lowe, the 2 Corby teammates, in lanes 7 and 4. Williams looking the stronger of the 2 through this final 50. And look at the glance there. Lowe just adjusts her head position slightly to see if she can spot Williams to her right. I think Williams has done enough to ensure that she is able to take the heat. Ultimately, there's nothing to be gained by winning your heat, but everybody wants to. 3:29.84 is The lifetime best of Eleanor Williams. She goes 3:27.46 to take 2 seconds off her PB. Low goes 3:29.21 to finish second. This is heat 5. Megan James of Wellingborough is in 1, and then Kettering have Frankie Lamont in 2, Keely Norton in 3, Chloe Perkins in 4, and Jessica Barrett in 5. 6 is Mia Jones for March. In 7, it's Neve Booker for Wellingborough, and 8 is Holly Smith for Wisbech. Keely Norton well in control of this race. 5 meters ahead of her teammate, Jessica Barrett, who goes in lane 5. Norton's lifetime best on the 200 breaststroke is 3:18.53. She's going to be ages inside that though. Norton sets a new PB of 3:11.77 to win heat 5 of the female 200 breaststroke. And Jessica Barrett 3:17.66 to take second, with Perkins in third. So it's Kettering 1, 2, 3 at the top of heat 5. 2 more heats to go with the female 200 breaststroke. This is heat 6. Esme Brown of Rushton goes in 1. Saxon Swan for Corby in 2. Beth Reben of Corby in 3. Charlotte Jarman of Nimvalley in 4. Isla May Underwood of Rushton in 5. Ivy Brown of Melton Mowbray is in 6. 7 is Poppy Ryan for Wisbech. And Kennedy McHugh of Corby is in lane 8. This is the penultimate heat of the female 200 breaststroke. Seventeen-year-old Charlotte Jarman needs to set a new lifetime best if she wants to make the regional cut. 2:56 is what she needs to go. Fastest she's ever gone is 2:58, so it's a big ask here. She turns on 2:10.56. Beth Reben doing very well over in lane 3 and keeping hot on the toes of Jarman. Reben being 14 will already have gone fast enough to qualify. So we're seeing if Jarman can go underneath 2:56, which she's going to do. Jarman makes it into regionals in 2:54.39. Reben also swims exceptionally well. 3 minutes, 0.17 for the Corby swimmer to finish second. And it'll be Poppy Ryan that takes third. This is heat 7. Alexa Parker of Corby is in 1. Melende Badenhorst for Corby in 2. Alice Wallinger of Wellingborough in 3. Lily Tappan for Corby in 4. Grace Wingham of Corby in 5. Emily Batchelor of Kettering in 6. Evelyn Copper for Corby in 7. And Kimberly Hayes of Kettering in lane 8. It's interesting how the mindset of these swimmers is likely to fall. Most of these swimmers will already have met the qualifying standard for the regional championships. So then this race becomes far more about preparation than it does qualification. 18-year-old Grace Wingham leads the way, and she's gone out faster than her PB. Her lifetime best on the two breast is 250.56. That was set a couple of months ago now here at the county championships in January. Still holding off Tappan at the moment, but expect Tappan to come back strong on this last 50. And you can see that Tappan has now switched it up a gear on this final length. She knows exactly where Grace Wingham is. Grace Wingham won't quite know where Lily Tappan is as they come into the final 25. And now you see Tappan start to take the lead. So despite Wingham leading by a good few meters in the first 100 of this swim, Tappan has paced it to perfection. And she will take heat 7 out of the two teammates in the end. Both of them will go underneath their entry times. 250.33 for Tappan, 251.96 for Wingham. In the end, Tappan just had something extra on that last 50. This is the open male 200 meters butterfly. There's just one heat, so this is heat 1. Lane 2 is Aidan Horn for Corby. Kai Harrington for West Norfolk goes in 3. 4 is Curtis Minnie for Kettering. Danny Doyle of Kettering is in 5. Ollie Dovey for Corby in 6. And Oscar Pawlowski of Corby in lane 7. Daniel Doyle led through the first 100 of this 200 fly. Curtis Minnie has now taken the lead. Their PB is only separated by a second. It looks like there'll be a lot more than a second between them on the finish in the end. Last 5, and maybe it won't be quite as much as I was anticipating between them, as Doyle came back strong, but not enough to catch his teammate. Minnie takes the 200 fly in 220.13. Doyle goes to 21.32 to take second. 5 swimmers have made it through the 200 fly. Just one to go. Oscar Pawlowski down in lane 7. Youngster swimming this event long course for the first time, and as someone who's done it, 200 fly long course is one of the most difficult things you can possibly do. And to be just 11 years old, the youngest giving this a fair shot. He's got 5 left to go. Let's give him a huge round of applause into those last 5 meters and make sure that Oscar Pawlowski finishes his 200 fly. There we go, 3:39.78 for the young man. Swimmers, you can clear the pool. You can clear the pool by the sides, please. Thank you. This is the female 50 meters freestyle, heat 1. First of many heats of the female 50 meters freestyle. Tilly Nelson goes in 1, Bethany Burgess leads in 2, Sophie Emma Risdale in 3, Sophie Croft in 4, Maisie May Nelson in 5, Sophia Damani in 6, Lily Ray in 7, and Jess Blenkhorn in lane 8. Risdale takes the touch first. We'll wait to see what the time is. Remember, if the dashes come up on the board, then we just need to wait to see what the time will be. This is heat 2. Catalina Sava of Corby's in 1, with Clara Merrick of Nembali in 2. Elsie Bailey for Kettering in 3. 4 is Tilly Burton for Wisbech. Charlotte Norman of Wisbech in 5. 6 is Emily Blencorn for Wellingborough. 7, Danielle Munday for Rushton. 8, Tilly May Lewis for Wisbech. Elsie Bailey looks like she will take the win from lane 3. She goes 42.15 to take first place. Norman in second. This is heat 3. Jessica Harvey of Wisbech in 1, with Mallowan Jackson of Wisbech in 2, Abigail Diedrich of Wisbech in 3, Zusia Holt for Rushton in 4, Isabella Garrett for Rushton in 5, Sophia Wright for Wisbech in 6, Eliza Groom for Corby in 7, and Sophia Jimson for Wisbech is in lane 8. Jessica Harvey in lane 1 on the outside, expects us to be second slowest, is actually going to win the heat. She'd entered on 47.3. She's going to be almost 10 seconds faster than that. Harvey's time to be confirmed, but it will be under 40 seconds. Jackson finished second, that was 40.18. This is heat 4. Annie Callaghan of Corby is in 1, Elwyn Swan for Corby in 2, Victoria Watts for Wellingborough in 3, 4 is Lipa Riskenskite of Wisbech, in 5 is Kellen Pryor for Corby, 6 is Hannah Beebe for Kettering, 7 is Gwen Mackenzie Wilson for Wellingborough, and 8 Ava Caval for Wellingborough. Hannah Beebe will take this by a mile. 5 meters clear, 34.43 for BB. It'll be Callaghan over on the far side that takes second. 39.98. Sorry, 39.88. This is heat 5. Cara Harity of Melson Mowbrays in 1. Amelia Black Bedford for Wisbech in 2. Lacey Broadway for Kettering in 3. Lane 5 is April Merrick for Nen Valley in 6. Evie Lewis Cox for Nen Valley. 7 is Addison Hicks for Corby. 8 is Isabella Hardings for Wellingborough. Lane 7 just ahead into the finish. Addison Hicks of Corby will take the win in 38.17 to Harity's 38.86. This is heat 6. Sixth heat, the female 50 meters freestyle. Holly Glassford is in lane 1 with Jocelyn Jordan in lane 2. 3 is Maisie Lawrence. 4 is Renwood. In 5 it's Jessica Kemp. 6 is Sian Dunlop. In 7 it's Emma Chamberlain, and 8 is Lucy Donnelly. This will be an exceptionally tight heat. Might just be pipped from lanes 5 or 3. In the end, Maisie Lawrence took it 37.98 from lane 3. Emma Chamberlain 38.48 to take second. Or actually, Maisie Lawrence first, 37.98 to Kemp's 37.99. 1/100th. This is heat 7. Eden Davies of March goes in 1. Emmy Denigan for Melton Mowbrays in 2. Evie Bourne for Melton in 3. Hannah Corman for Wisbech in 4. 5 is Millie Davis for Corby. 6 is Sarah Maria Kaya for Corby. 7 is Liberty Lambert for Nen Valley. And 8 is Poppy Spokes for Wellingborough. Evie Bourne went 35.89 to take the first heat. Sarah Maria Kaya 36.70. This is heat 8. Meredith Hunt of Melton Mowbray goes in 1. Layla Seaman for Wellingborough in 2. Mia Jones of March is in 3. Abigail Tomlinson of Corby in 4. Agatha Lushkevich of Wisbech in 5. Everly Favia for Wellingborough in 6, with Evelyn Angel Wakeham of Wisbech in 7, and 8 is Willow Hibbett for Melton Mowbray. Meredith Hunt in lane 1 will take this, no problems at all. 34.38 on the outside. Willow Hibbett goes 36.39. This is heat 9. Again, lane 1 proving popular on the 50s. Lucy Bolton of Rushton will take this on the far side in 32.89. Second, Arabella Tiesterman with Jasmine Dodds completing the top three. This is heat 10. Seren Stapley of March is in 1, and yet Dinkel for Melton in 2, Madeline Watts for Kettering in 3, Boglarka Elek for Melton in 4, Amy Anderson and Corby in 5, Harriet Fevia for March in 6, Ella Fairbairn for Kettering in 7, and Amber Muir of Rushton is in lane 8. Lane 6 with an excellent swim. Fevia goes 34.33 to take the heat. Anderson just behind. This is heat 11. The 11th heat of the female 50 meters freestyle. Georgina Beebe goes in 1, Emma Affleck in 2, and Alice Robotham in 3, all of Kettering. Nia Scott for March in 4, Emily Tanner of Corby in 5, Maisie Bishop of Wisbeach in 6, Olivia Hager of Corby in 7, and Frankie Lamont of Kettering is in lane 8. Lane 4 just ahead and will take the heat. Scott goes 33.18 to Bishop's 33.74. This is heat 12. Minerva Williams of Melton Mowbray is in lane 1. Maya Glassford for Melton Mowbray in 2. Edith Cameron of Corby in 3. Georgia Parker for Corby in 4. Yasmin Waite for March is in 5. Isabel Pavlowski of Corby in 6. Lily Wright for Wisbeach in 7. And Evelyn Copper of Corby is in lane 8. Maya Glassford of Melton Mowbray, the 15-year-old over in lane 2, has half a body length as she comes into the wall first in 32.31. Pavlowski 32.63.3 between first and second in heat 12. As we make it to heat 13. Katie Pickford of Ketterington in 1, Catherine Bailey for Corby in 2, Jasmine Reynolds and Valley in 3, Eleanor Green for Kettering in 4, Hallie McClendon for Kettering in 5, Riley Webber for Corby in 6, Saxon Swan of Corby in 7, Martha Booker of Wellingborough in lane 8. Reynolds Jones goes first, 31.85 to Green's 32.49. This is heat 14. Elizabeth Powell of Rushton's in 1, Ava Sinclair for Corby in 2, Isabella Burton for Wisbech in 3, 4 is Beth Rebben for Corby in 5, Imogen Dodds for Wellingborough. Lane 6 is Nika Barova, Corby in 7, Keely Norton for Kettering, and 8 is Kennedy McHugh for Corby. Isabella Burton went 31.77 to take heat 14. Three more heats to go. This is heat 15. Kitty Payne of March goes in 1, Ella Norman for Wisbech in 2, Kaya Dawson of Corby is in lane 3, 4 is Isla May Underwood for Rushton in 5, Charlotte Jarman of Nem Valley, 6 is Martha Blake for Corby, 7 Skylar Glendenning for Corby, and 8 is Lily Cavall of Wellingborough. Martha Blake goes 30.53 to take the 15th heat, the 50 freestyle. This is heat 16. Ella May Pryor of Corby is in lane 1. Alice Wallinger for Wellingborough in 2. Chloe Powell of Rushton in 3. Rowan White of Rushton in 4. Poppy Blowfield for Corby's in 5. With Imogen Berger of Corby in 6. Milana Mazrova of Rushton in 7. And Aaliyah Beatson of Wellingborough is in lane 8. First sub-30 swim of the afternoon. Chloe Powell goes 29.79 to take first place. Rowan White, 30.46. Powell, 3/4 of a second ahead of the field. Fastest heat, this is heat 17. Ella Newton is in 1, with Evie Coburn in 2, Julia Raddock in 3, Faye Ayton-Jones in 4, Emily Batchelor in 5, Holly Coleman in 6, Charlotte Byron in 7, and Bo Cunningham is in lane 8. Holly Coleman going really well in lane 6 and might be able to take this away from Faye Ayton-Jones in lane 4. It is Coleman first. 28.69 for Holly Coleman to win the fastest heat of 50 freestyle. Ayton-Jones second, and Emily Batchelor in third. This is the open male 50 meters backstroke, heat 1. Daniel Toon of Melton Mowbray goes in 4. Sebastian Mills of Wellingborough is in lane 5. Seb Mills on track for a big PB here. Enters on a 1:08.24. He's going to be inside the minute mark as he hits the flags with 12 seconds still to go if he wants to go sub-minute. Mills goes 53.03 to take heat 1. And Daniel Toon, 10 years old from Melton Mowbray, had entered on a 1:06. He might be just over that, 1:06.47 for Daniel Toon. This is heat 2. Isaac Holt is in lane 2 for Wisbech, with Ben Chamberlain of Wellingborough in lane 3. 4 is Thomas Armstrong for Melton Mowbray. In 5, it's Frankie Shipton for Wellingborough. And then lane 7 is Max Pye for Melton Mowbray. Thomas Armstrong in lane 4 will be on around 50 seconds. 49.80 for Armstrong to take the second heat, with Isaac Holt taking heat 2 in 52.14. This is heat 3. Felix Mayer of Kettering goes in lane 1, with Mihai Stanchu of Wellingborough in 2. 3 is Harry Dyer for Melton Mowbray. In 4, it's Andre Irina for Kettering. 5, Indy Smith for Corby. In 6, it's Noah Palmer-Smith for Kettering. 7, Ben Austin for Wellingborough. 8, Harley Muller of Wisbech. Results of the female 50 freestyle: 10-11 years, bronze medalist Arabella Tiesterman. Silver, Meredith Hunt, and gold Harriet Fevia. 12 years, bronze Maisie Bishop. Silver, Lily Wright, and gold Riley Webber. And then 13 years, bronze Isabel Pavlowski. Silver, Scarlett Glendenning, and gold Martha Blake. It'll be lane 8 that takes heat 3. 32.79 for Harley Muller. Andre Arena goes 46.45 with Palmer-Smith going 50.40. This is heat 4. Remaining results of the female 50 meters freestyle: 14 years bronze medalist Kitty Payne, silver medalist Isla Mae Underwood, and gold medalist Holly Coleman. 15 years bronze medalist Imogen Berger, silver medalist Poppy Blowfield, gold medalist Julia Raddock. 16 years and over bronze medalist Charlotte Byron, silver medalist Emily Batchelor, and gold medalist Faye Ayton Jones. Lane 5 got to the wall first there, 43.43 for Oliver Norris. Spencer Cross 44.58 to take seconds. This is heat 5. Maximilian Bolsevics goes in 1 with Noah Redwood Moore in 2, Jamie Mason in 3, Jensen Stevens in 4, William Stevenson in 5, Mohammed Jared in 6, Freddie Jordan in 7, and Jack Moore in lane 8. Lanes 3 and 6 approach the flags together. I think that Jared is just ahead and does take the heat in 40.75, while Mason goes 41.71 to take second. This is heat 6. Dylan Haylock of March goes in 1 with Brody Smith and Corby in 2. 3 is Gregory Cross for Melton Mowbray in 4. It's Julius Barisha for Wellingborough. 5, Adam Chichura for Wisbech. 6 is Rupert Young for Rushton. 7, Linasha Marks for Wellingborough, and 8, William Roberts for Peterborough. Rupert Young takes the heat first, 42.29 to Barisha's 42.58. This is heat 7. Oscar Cutmore's in 1 with Michal Kocanovic in 2, Matthew Kemp in 3, Jack Monday in 4, George Hatwood in 5, Oscar Pavlowski in 6, Oliver Proshow in 7, and Benjamin White in lane 8. George Hatwood swimming nicely in the centre and will take first in heat 7, 39.36 for Hatwood. Matthew Kemp goes 40.46 to take second. This is heat 8. Dorian Marafko of Corby's in 1, with Cam Hughes of Wellingborough in 2, Josh Owen of Melton's in 3, Zachariah Damani of Wisbech in 4, Noah Patterson for Corby in 5, and Wojciech Valak of Corby in 6, Oscar Muller for Wisbech in 7, and Alexander Stevenson for Nen Valley is in lane 8. Valak powering away in lane 6 and will get his hand on the wall first. 35.26 for Valak to finish first. Dahani 35.89. Valak did nearly lose it on the finish, but held on. This is heat 9. Ben Davies of Corby's in 1, Harry Langston of Kettering in 2, Mason Riley for March in 3, Aidan Penny of Wellingborough in 4, Jacob for March in 5, Ruben Hickman of Kettering is in 6, Zach Hesketh for Rushton in 7, and Kevin Sorokin of Wisbech is in lane 8. Aidan Penny in lane 4, going very nicely. The 15-year-old from Wellingborough enters on 36.2, could be caught by in 5. It's joint first, 34.28 each, inseparable at the top of heat 9. This is heat 10. Dylan Bilby of Kettering is in 1, Finley Emery of Rushton in 2, Harry Rickard of March goes in lane 3, 4 is William Burdock for Melton, in 5 it's Aaron Mountford of Wellingborough, Yogi Pateman of Wellingborough in 6, 7 is Alexandru Arena of Kettering, and 8 is Austin Hunt for Melton. William Burdock in lane 4, the 16-year-old from Melton enters in 32.5, he goes 31.6. Mountford goes 33.2 to finish behind him. This is heat 11, the final heat of the session. Orion Naff is in lane 1 for Corby, with Finley Underwood of Rushton in 2, Finley Dare of Corby in 3, Ethan Sophamos of Corby in 4, Danny Doyle of Kettering in 5, Connor Allen for Wellingborough in 6, Joseph Greaves for Corby in 7, and Lucas Crano for Wellingborough in lane 8. No surprise to see Ethan Soppermoss charging ahead, enters on a 26.50. He finishes on 27.96 to take heat 11. Finley Dare second, and then Daniel Doyle in third. And that's it for a little bit. We will be back with more racing from 2 o'clock this afternoon. Warm-up gets underway from 1. Have a great little break, and we'll see you again soon.